Hello everybody, this is Mo from tech support at Scrappydogscooters, and today I'm going to show you how to change out your final drive gear set to our performance drive gear set. Our final drive performance gear sets are designed to give you more speed and power, and we all like a lot of power. You can buy this gear set from www.scrappydogscooters. Make sure if ordering by phone you tell the operator that you saw this on YouTube from Mo. If ordering online, enter Mo, that's M-O, in the checkout notes. Now on with the video. Before you get started, make sure that you have removed the oil out of the gear section. The procedures that I am talking about today are the same for a buggy, an ATV, scooter, or scooter trike. Basically anything that has a GY6 motor in it. The motor that I am using is a GY6 150cc out of a buggy. Before you start, make sure you have enough room so that you can lay out your parts in the order you remove them. This will aid you in reassembly. Now I have removed the motor from the buggy so I can have enough room to work on it and have clear pictures of what I'm discussing. Depending upon your application, you may not have to remove the motor. First, you need to remove the screws holding the CVT cover on. Then, using a rubber mallet, gently tap on the cover to aid in removing it. This will expose the CVT area. Now that the cover is off, you can see the variator, the belt, and the clutch. What we need to do now is to remove the nut holding the variator's outer shell in place. An impact wrench will make this job a lot easier. If you do not have an impact wrench, you will need a strap wrench or something similar to hold the variator from moving while you remove the nut. Once the nut's off, just simply take the variator outer shell off and lay it aside. Now simply grab the belt and remove it from the shaft that drives the variator and off the pulley of the clutch assembly. What we're going to do next is to remove the nut holding the clutch bell in place using the same procedure as we did to remove the outer nut holding the variator shell in place. Now simply just pull the clutch bell off and lay it aside. With the clutch bell off, you can now see the clutch. This is an area that I need to give you some caution on. Do not remove the center nut of the clutch assembly. There is a spring under tension behind that nut, and if you pull that nut off, you may get hurt when that spring pops apart. Once again, do not remove that nut. Simply grab the clutch, pull it off the shaft, and lay it aside. Once the clutch is off, you will see the bolts holding the gear section cover with the clutch gear drive assembly. Simply remove the bolts and take the cover off. This will expose the gear set itself. In this slide, you will see the output shaft pinion gear and the intermediate shaft. Just pull the pinion gear off the shaft and set it aside. This will be replaced with your new gear furnished with your Scrappy Dog final drive gear set when you reassemble the gears. Now we want to remove the intermediate shaft and gear set and set it on the bench. We will be working with this in just a moment. Now that you've gotten the output shaft pinion gear and your intermediate shaft removed from your transmission area, you can now inspect your bearings and replace them if necessary. Make sure you take a really good look and check that there's no lateral movement in the bearings. Your new Scrappy Dog Performance gear set comes with a new output shaft pinion gear and a new pilot shaft for the intermediate set. In the next slide, we're going to be dealing with the pilot set. Here we see the output shaft pinion gear on the left and the intermediate shaft and gear on the right. The intermediate shaft has to be pressed off the old gear, and then the new intermediate shaft pressed onto this original gear. For this, you will need a press. Most local garages should have one and not charge but a couple bucks to do this for you. Do not attempt to use a torch and a vise. Doing so can damage the gear or the shaft, and you'll have to buy a new set. Be sure that the new intermediate shaft is pressed on just the way it came off. Once the intermediate shaft is pressed on the gear, it should look like we show here on this slide. Once this is accomplished, Now all you have to do is reassemble in the reverse order of how you disassembled it. And also don't forget to fill your gearbox with 80/90 gear oil before you put your machine into service. This concludes the tutorial of how to install your new Scrappy Dog Performance gear set. If you need additional information, please email me, Mo, at tech@scrappydogscooters.com. Once again, that's tech@scrappydogscooters.com. Scrappy Dog Scooters is your source for Chinese scooter, ATV, motorcycle parts, accessories, and performance items. Be sure to visit us at www.scrappydogscooters.com. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.